Let me ask you something. What if I told you your trading strategy is totally fine, but the real problem is you? It's that your mind is weak. Yeah, it's a pretty confrontational idea, I know. But let's really dig into what that means.
Okay, so let's just get this out of the way. The market, it's a cold, hard mathematical machine. It's literally designed to find the weakest mind in the room and just liquidate it. It's not personal. It doesn't care about you, your dreams, or that new car you want. It's just a system, and its only job is to expose weakness. And once you get that, it forces you to stop looking at charts and start looking somewhere else entirely.
So where do you luck? Well, if the market is just this unfeeling machine, then the fight isn't you versus the Dow Jones. No way. The real battlefield, it's inside your own head. It's the constant tug of war between the disciplined trader you want to be and that emotional, impulsive person that keeps showing up. And this is where almost everyone gets it wrong. I mean, think about it. Trading is maybe 10% math and strategy, but it's 90% psychology. Yet, where do most traders spend all their time? On that tiny 10%. They're endlessly searching for the magic indicator, the perfect entry point, while totally ignoring the 90% that's actually going to make or break them, their own mind. You know, there's a great metaphor for this. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. Just picture it. You could have the most amazing genius blueprint for a 100-story tower. But if you try to build it on a beach, it's all coming down. It's going to be a disaster. Well, your fancy trading strategy, that's the skyscraper. And your mind, that's the foundation. If it's sand, you're toast.
So how exactly does that skyscraper come crashing down? It happens through something called the emotional tax. And this is a really key idea. It's this hidden cost, this secret price you pay every time you let your feelings take over. And it's not paid with money, not at first. It's paid with your discipline and your character.
So what is this tax exactly? Well, it's the destruction of your own character and discipline in a desperate, futile attempt to avoid a small, rational financial loss. Think about it. Every single time you move your stop loss because you're scared, ping, you just paid the tax. You might save a few bucks in that moment, but what you're really doing is chipping away at the foundation, eroding the very discipline you absolutely need to win long term. And this is the trick your mind plays on you, right? The illusion is, oh, I'm just saving 50 bucks by moving my stop loss. I'm being clever. But the reality? The reality is you're actively destroying your character. You're paying that emotional tax. You are literally trading a tiny, temporary financial gain for a permanent crack in your mental armor. It's a terrible, terrible deal. Okay, so that's the problem. A weak foundation built on sand. The big question is, how do you fix it? How do you build a foundation of solid rock? Well, the answer lies in a framework of 3 core pillars. These are designed to forge a truly sharp and disciplined mind. All right, so what are these pillars? First, we have the neutrality principle. Second, the 24-hour balance. And third, the logical kill switch. Let's look at what each of these means, because together they create a complete system for taking back control of your mind. Pillar number 1 is the neutrality principle. It's simple. A win shouldn't make you feel like you're on top of the world, and a loss shouldn't send you spiraling into despair. The goal is to be neutral. Here's a great rule of thumb. If you enter a trade and your heart starts beating faster, your position is too big. Period. You need to be as cool and detached as the market itself. Next up, pillar 2, the 24-hour balance, and this one might surprise you, because it's all about what you do away from your computer. A sharp mind isn't forged by chugging coffee for 12 hours straight, staring at charts. No, it's built on rest, sunlight, and silence. You have to be a healthy, balanced human being to achieve peak mental performance. It's non-negotiable. And the third pillar is the logical kill switch. This is your ultimate defense against your emotional self. Before you even think about placing a trade, you decide on your maximum pain number. This is the absolute maximum amount of money you are willing to lose in one day. The second you hit that number, you're done. You turn off the computer and walk away. No one more trade, no exceptions. This rule is what protects you from yourself when you're at your weakest. And really, all of this comes down to one core idea. Discipline is doing what you hate like you love it. I mean, that's powerful stuff, right? It's not about feeling good or being motivated. It's about hitting your max loss for the day, hating it, and still walking away with a smile because you followed your rules. It's about loving the process, loving the discipline, more than you love the feeling of being right. So you see, this goes way deeper than just a few rules. These pillars are the practical steps, but they're built on a much deeper philosophy.
The ultimate goal here is to build something called a sound mind. It's a whole different way of operating.
Now, the anchor for this philosophy actually comes from a biblical verse, 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." And in this context, a sound mind isn't weak or passive. It's strong, it's disciplined, it's a mind that operates from a place of power and clarity, not from a place of fear.
And you can see the two paths so clearly here. When you operate from fear, what do you get? You get FOMO. You get hope as a strategy. You get greed. It's chaos. But when you operate from a place of power, from that sound mind, what do you rely on? You rely on your process. You rely on discipline. You rely on balance. It's a total shift from trusting your gut feelings to trusting your system.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but where on earth do you start? How do you actually begin this journey? It starts with one simple but incredibly powerful action. You need to conduct a psychological audit. Because here's the thing, you can't defeat an enemy you refuse to name.
So here's what you're going to do. I want you to look back at this past week. Think about the trades where you lost money. And you need to be brutally honest with yourself. What was the one emotion that caused it? Was it greed? Just trying to squeeze out a few more dollars? Was it fear? Getting out of a good trade way too early? Was it impatience? Jumping into something you knew you shouldn't? You have to own it. Give that weakness a name, because only once you name it can you finally kill it. And that's really the question I want to leave you with. What one emotion caused you to lose money this week? Forget about your strategy for a minute. Forget about the indicators. Look inward. Find that weakness. Because answering that question, really answering it, that's the first real step to forging a mind that's strong enough to actually win this game.